For instance, Peter was not the person, if I had said of all my kids, like, who do you think is most likely to become a power lifter?
There you go, Pete.
Okay.
Everybody, welcome back to North and South. Today we're in the great state of South Carolina. We live in North Carolina, but we have traveled a great distance of 2 hours for Peter's sake. Because today is what?
My powerlifting competition. Oh!
This is a powerlifting competition. It's for first timers, newbies, or what do they call you? Rookies. So we just got here after eating at Chick-fil-A. That's obviously the first stop.
Yeah, obviously.
But now Mike's gonna go in and check it out with Peter. Tomorrow's the competition. We're taking you guys along. And I'll talk to you more about Peter's whole journey of getting into powerlifting. But they're gonna go check it out while we wait out here. We brought the crew. Okay. I never actually recorded that weekend, which was just this past weekend, about what led up to this. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to stop the whole video here so we could kind of talk about it, because I also, and I asked Mike to be with me, because I wanted to insert just some talking in general about one of the things that's been surprising as a parent. As you know, we have 9 kids. We have learned a thing or two along the way that surprised us. One of the main things that I wish I would have understood when I was younger is that your kids are constantly growing and evolving, and their brains aren't done growing. I don't think I have any child whose brain is completely developed yet, because I think it's
ours
like 25.
Ours aren't completely developed yet. So I mean,
I think it's like 25, and our oldest is 24. But one of the things I thought I could know who my children were going to be for the rest of their life, and like put them in a category way earlier than is true. And maybe you shouldn't do it at all, but part of why I did that was because I wanted to support them in their homeschooling. And so you're like, okay, I kind of get your vibe. I'm going to support you and get you in the materials and the experiences and stuff. But happily, my children have surprised me constantly with the things that they find interesting, the things they become good at, the experiences they pursue. And we got to see that happen again and again and again with all of our kids. And I've gotten better at knowing that I have no idea what you're going to be great at. I have some idea, but so for instance, Peter, who is now 17, was not the person, if I had said of all my kids, fill a little questionnaire, who do you think is most likely to become a power lifter? You wouldn't have put
or a weightlifter, just interested in weights in general.
Yeah, but he's more than just interested. He loves it. He's pursuing it competitively.
A little bit, yeah. More. He took it to the next level. For
yeah,
sure.
And I wouldn't have put Peter though. Would you have?
No, definitely not.
And it's not not in a mean way, but he's very shy. In our church, one of the normal things for kids to do is they're in kind of the kids' Sunday school each week, and it's called primary. And it's normal. Everybody takes turns giving little talks or little speeches. And Peter refused his entire childhood. He would not do it. That's all the way till 12. It's really easy to do. It's a 30 to 60 second little speech you give, hold up a picture and say something, tell a scripture story. He refused. He refused. And in fact, when he was 13, they asked him then to give a talk or a speech in our regular church service or our sacrament meeting. And he got up there and couldn't say a word, and then just walked out.
He froze.
He completely froze. Now, he came back a year later and gave a great talk, and he's given many talks since. But if at that point I had said, what do I expect out of Peter? I had, you're kind of always forming what you think your kids will do with their lives and stuff. I did not think he would get up in front of a large room and lift weights.
Yeah. Or lift weights outside of a large
and
room
have them
full of
see
people.
exactly how much he's lifting, have him announce his name, and then he comes out. He was very, very shy, had no desire to be in front of people looking at him. Mm-hmm. Also, he was kind of a wet noodle.
Yeah, not a lot of fortitude, you might say.
Or like, he was always like, I don't want to do that. I'm kind of scared of everything, nervous about everything, nervous about going out and leaving the house. And so you're like, okay. And here he is pursuing this completely on his own, researching it completely on his own, pulling everything together. He gets up very early in the morning to go to the gym and has for a year now by himself most of the time and of his own, like...
Even more than a year, really. But yeah,
for the last year, he's been going by himself kind of thing. And so that's a happy thing. And I guess speaking to moms out there, I wish that I knew that. I wish that I knew, like, because you worry and you try to, like, you know, I think so often now, sometimes public schools require it, but like society in general kind of wants your kids to be labeled real quick. Like, tell me who they are, tell me where they struggle, tell me where they are limited, you know, what their special needs are, and gives them a title, even a diagnosis. And I knew that he had a lot of things that I could probably get him diagnosed with. And I'm not against that, but I held off because I knew he was young and I knew that he had growth. And every time I would kind of pray about it, I would feel the Lord say, like, just give him some time to grow up. And I hoped that some of those things would just kind of come out in the wash, and kind of as he grew and evolved and had more testosterone and all of those things that maybe, and it did. And so I guess in a world that's constantly, we're all kind of announcing our labels. And we did a podcast about this. I don't know if it was our best podcast, but
which one was our
we
best
tried to talk about, like, maybe don't rush to get yourself labeled with different things, and be very, very, very careful about the way that you label yourself, because it can sometimes trap you. But 100% you can do that to your kids. That you can support them where they're at, but also recognize that they're going to change a lot. And we've seen, especially teenagers, we've watched this now with our kids, but their peers as well, like go from 17 to 18, like complete 180s on things.
Huge differences. Yeah.
Like, it's like something clicks at that age, and when they were like pursuing something, they're like, actually going to pursue this. And then just like, you're like, whoa, that's not what I thought you were going to do. And so I just wanted to let you guys know, if you are a young mom or if you have young kids, like, they will surprise you in really, really happy ways. And
they'll also knock on your door while you're talking.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Something in the oven.
He's telling mom that something's done in the oven.
Yeah. But also it's really happy, and you can just like support them, but also like make sure that you're like really careful about what they believe about themselves, if it's negative or if it's very limiting. You know, like, you don't always have to point things out. You don't always have to magnify things or nourish things. You can just like, maybe we'll just let that be there for a little bit, and I will magnify and nourish these things over here, and we won't worry about it. Now, not everybody goes from being really, really shy to becoming a power lifter. I understand that. I still have kids that are very shy. But like, I don't know if it would have helped them to just point out how shy they were all the time, and even to reinforce that they were shy. I don't know. I guess I'm very happy that we're here with Peter, and what a difference a few years has made in his life. And for all of our kids, we've seen that happen. I mean, Daniel went from itty bitty, teeny tiny 14-year-old when he came home from China to like big muscular dude, 5 years later, who's really into fashion, which we did not see coming, and I just wanted everybody to know that, and that everybody's that way, and that like both of us have changed in ways that are very happy since we got married, and we wouldn't have seen.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't, you did not consider yourself a handy guy when we got married.
Still only barely do, but
he obviously has figured out a lot of things, and you guys know the journey that I've been on for the last 5 years of trying to embrace femininity in ways that I'd always been against. And so I'm grateful that Mike hasn't labeled me and I haven't labeled him, and just required us to be in a box, and just wanted to say that. We got the crew. Mike already has a Knorpp and South shirt on, but he owns several. But we're gonna wear those tomorrow to be like the team, the supporting crew for Peter.
Oh, were we supposed to bring one?
You liar, you brought one.
Yeah, I did.
So we're headed into the Drorian, the illustrious. Oh wow! Did we get a suite?
I think we actually did, because we got a 6 people, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew is actually in Washington, D.C. with Elijah and Esther doing a young adult church conference. So that should be fun for them. And we're on this little getaway to do something I never imagined we would do. Go to a powerlifting competition, but I love when we do stuff I never imagined we would do.
Like
Nice.
our own little sink and stuff in here. This is just
Sweet!
sweet.
Okay, so you explain what's about to happen next.
Okay, so we're jumping ahead again. We're about to watch Peter do his lifting. We are completely new to how these competitions work, but there's 3 events. There's squat, bench, and deadlift, and they get 3 tries on each one, and it kind of goes up in weight each time. And you don't see it, but there were probably 10 to 15 people in each sort of like group. So Peter would do his thing, go back, wait for everyone to go through and do the other thing, then when it was his turn, he'd come out again. So obviously we just spliced together what he did, but he did 3 lifts in each one, and that was it.
There was probably like 100 competitors, 80 to 100
yeah,
competitors.
and it took pretty much all day. So we did not show all the sitting and waiting and all that kind of stuff, but you get to see Peter kind of move through his lifts. So it's kind of fun because it was an exciting thing for him. You got a bunch of people watching you lift or do what you're doing, and there was a certain energy there, and it was fun for Pete to do it. So there it is.
Okay, it's the next morning. We're here at the competition. Yep, Mike's parked in the car, and we thankfully got like some of the last chairs in the room. How are you feeling, Pete?
Nervous, but excited.
That's good.
All right.
Bar loaded. 209 pounds. He's in our T2 class, so he's somewhere 16 or 17. Let's go, Peter.
All done. We're not going to stay till the end because Peter's done with his lifting. There's a whole nother section.
Yeah.
And he wants to get back to hanging out with friends. But how was your first meet?
It was good. It was really fun. Yeah, I liked it.
You feel like next time you'll be less nervous?
Yeah. It's not. It's like it's serious, but like it's not like nobody actually cares you're lifting as long as we're having fun.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it was fun. You know, I wasn't sure if it would be really boring watching this many hours. We were here for 7 hours watching people lift weights, but it was fun. It was fun to watch people push themselves, and I think like Peter said, it was just like everybody cheering for each individual, knowing that everybody was trying to go push themselves harder than they ever had. So that was fun. Time to head home. It's about a 2-hour drive. Yeah, so then we were done with the day and we drove back home. One of the things I was worried about is like, we're going to be there for 8 hours watching people lift weights. There's no like lunch break or anything. Will that be really difficult? But it actually was pretty fun.
It was pretty fun.
It was fun to watch people push themselves and try again because each time you would have like 3 tries. And the announcer was really supportive.
Yeah, she was fine. There was a good announcer. You probably noticed saying, "All right, Peter, come on up."
And so there was like women in their 70s who were competing for the first time, which is so fun. Because once again, you want to talk about labels. The woman in her 70s had never done this before. She's at a rookie competition. I think she was like 73 for the first time. I'm like, that's awesome. You know, life is long. You can try lots of different things. That's great.
Yeah.
All the way down to, how old is that boy, 14 or 15?
14 or 15, the youngest.
Yeah, so it was really fun to be amongst humans who are trying, especially because that is not a space we are usually in.
Nope.
But it was fun. And I'm really happy for Peter. He's got another competition that he's going to go to in a few months. And he's gotten like some energy about what he's going to focus on next in the gym and all of that stuff. So he's gained so much confidence from that. And I've seen all of my sons, I think, I saw a quote online like 4 years ago, and I've seen that become true in my kid's life. And it said, take any man and make him a stronger man, and I'll show you a happier man. And I have seen that. I've seen that in all of the males in our family have, and I think you might say like, well, as a woman, I'm happy when I'm stronger too. I think that's true, but I think men and women are a little bit different, and it's particularly true for men that they feel a lot of satisfaction in being strong, and they gain a lot of confidence. We saw it with Daniel. You know, he left like a pipsqueak, and then he got really into push-ups and being strong, and it was like suddenly he could take on other things in his life, spiritual things, educational things, because he had gained confidence by being strong.
That's true.
So it's been a great lesson. It's been a happy thing to watch, and it was really fun. So thanks for coming along, and thanks for being our friends and watching. I mean, because if you've been around, you know that Peter was a little pipsqueak as well, like as skinny as can be. Like if he got sick, he would go from like super thin to like skeletal thin in like 4 days. And we'd be like, you need to eat something, buddy. So it's been fun to watch him gain some confidence and change and grow into that. So
yeah. And also remember, we have t-shirts you can buy. Knorpp and Health t-shirts, the new ones, they're soft, they're great. So check it out.
Yeah. Thanks for coming along, guys. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.